I am just trying to have a little bit of fun today with the Hunchback 4SP, so that's what we're going to do, just mess around in it. Right now I've got 2 ER larges and some 3 medium lasers, so just a little laser build here, and I'll showcase the mech after this match. Hope everyone's having a great day and you guys had a good week. But it's never too late, or it's never a bad idea to get yourself into an inner sphere hunchback. And honestly, I think regular hunchbacks look better than Hunchback 2Cs. The hunchback design is just so classic, and it's got MechWarrior Online written all over it. It's got Battletech written all over it. The Hunchback, and there were so many produced, and it was an infantry mech, like straight up. And that may be a reason why I love it so much. There's just something about it. It's one of those mechs that you just can't go wrong with. And of course, if you are looking for your first mech, your first medium, maybe not your first, of course not your first clan, but your first inner sphere medium mech, go with the Hunchback. I would suggest it. Each variant has something else to offer. I feel like the 4SP gets the short end of the stick on this one. A lot of pilots like the 4P and the 4J, and of course the Gridiron. Even the 4G is good, but the 4SP kind of gets the. It's similar to the 4G. Or the 4J. I'm sorry. It's similar to the 4J. The 4SP does come with missile hardpoints, although I'm not using them on this build right here. I'm just messing around with some builds, some build ideas. And I am just sucking. Hey, Stormcrow. Ah, shit. Jump. My CT. Today, all day today has been like this. Our team's just getting completely raped, although we are in the lead. But it's been one of those days where you do nothing but lose. And I can't. It's also one of those days where I just never survive a match.
New target acquired.
We are taking them out though, so maybe this is our turning point, the turning point. And also, you know, something else that I've noticed is that whenever I start playing for the first time during the day, like my first match ever during the day is always the best match I've ever had. I don't know if it works that way with you, but usually every single day, the first match that I play during that day is the best match that I ever play. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm more cautious because I haven't played, you know, in like 12 hours or however long, and I get on and I'm like, oh shit, I'm a little bit more cautious now. I don't know. I really don't. Excuse me, buddy. We're just taking them out one by one here. I'm just kind of I'm along for the ride. I'm just kind of assisting here. It seems like they got this covered. It's just everyone's cock blocking for kills right now. There's always something in the. Oh my god, that was so quick! Holy shit! At least we didn't rape them like 12-0, but that was such a quick freaking death ball right there, and we barely got any shots in.
Blast off for another exciting adventure in outer space with Scott McCloud, Space Angel, in the story of The Cosmic Combat.
Starduster to Earth Control. Preparing entry program. Speed to 5,000.
Roger, Starduster. Clear on interplanetary lane.
Firing braking rockets.
All set, gang?
Cooler on. Standing by, lad.
All set, Scott.
Here we go.
We'll skip in to reduce friction.
welcome to MechWarrior Online. This is Fuzzy Nova, and we're doing the Hunchback, the classic Hunchback 4SP. Maybe one of the more forgotten about variants. It's not the most popular Hunchback variant, but still, I would say all the Hunchback variants get regular use. But the 4SP was one that I would always just skip over, but it's a really good variant, and the Hunchback is your classic infantry type of mech. I mean, there were so many produced, it was insane. Always been a popular choice, and I would definitely recommend the Hunchback for your first inner sphere medium mech. It's a great mech. There's lots of variants to choose from: ballistics, missiles, energy, whatever you want to use. The 4P is definitely a top choice among energy freaks and laser vomit builds. This one's got a mix of energy and missiles. It's similar to the 4J, honestly, but it's got some other little differences, I guess, here and there. But the 4SP, very good variant, and I've always said I've loved the design of the Hunchback. It's such a cool looking mech. It is what MWO is all about. The Hunchback is MechWarrior Online. But yeah, can't really get past the how amazing of a design the Hunchback is. It really is. And I've already said this, but it's such a good looking mech. I can't get over it. And the Hunchback 2C, honestly, the inner sphere Hunchback looks better than the Hunchback 2C. That's my opinion there, but I do think so. Such a damn good looking mech. Alright, so let's talk about the 4SP. Get into the build here. Alright, so the 4SP comes with 5 energy and 2 missiles. So we've got 2 energy in each arm and 1 in the head, and then a missile hardpoint in each torso, so in your shoulders there. I've got an ER large, and then I got 4 mediums along with an SRM-6. Pretty simple. It's a classic type of build. It's a very simple type of build. ER large, 4 mediums, backing it up with an SRM-6 in your left torso or your right torso, whichever you choose. Now, it wouldn't be hard to put another SRM in here. I could lose a couple heat sinks and a medium laser or something. And it would be fine. You could have 2 SRM-6s, but the heat would drop a little bit, so having just one is fine. I'm able to fire all my weapons simultaneously, or even together, my ER larges with my mediums, and then fire off a volley of my SRM-6s. I could alpha strike and totally be fine, because the heat management is 1.34 out of 2. Adding another SRM would drop that a lot, unless you were wanting to do double heat sinks, which I could do, but I'm really not going to spin the C-bells on it. It's just a kind of a mess around day with the mech, so not too worried about that. I mean, standard speed of the Hunchback is 64.8 kph. The only thing I'm working with is Indo Steel. I've got Indo Steel to give me some of that extra tonnage, because this is a 50-ton mech. You got a little bit of room to play around with. Armor points are not too bad. 54 CT, 40 torsos, 32 arms, 40 legs. It comes with the standard 200 engine, and I'm using standard heat sinks as well. If the heat management was pretty bad on this, I would probably upgrade to double heat sinks, but it's really not, so it's not a huge deal at the moment. It's really not. I've got 12 standard heat sinks in this thing. I mean, it keeps it pretty cool. It's not very hot to build. It can get hot once you're in the midst of battle and you keep firing and firing and firing, but together it's a pretty heat manageable build. And the Hunchback's always a fun mech to go back to. The 4SP is a variant not to be forgotten. A lot of people go for the 4J or the 4P, but the 4SP, it's got some cool missile hardpoints. I like how it comes stock. It comes with 2 SRM-6s stock, 4 mediums, and a small laser. And you've got your missile hardpoints up there in your torso, kind of below your shoulders. And having 2 of those SRMs looks really badass. A lot of the times you'll see your missile hardpoints there, or your LRM missiles there. But having SRMs in that area looks pretty cool. So yeah, there's really no hunch on this Hunchback, not a big one at least. The SRM-6 is kind of our little small hunch, but other than that, it's a pretty straightforward build. But it's let me tell you, it's a good build too. Sometimes your more simple builds are great ones to use. So yeah, ER large, 4 mediums, and SRM-6. Another build you could do, which I'm not going to do, I was using it earlier, is 5 mediums, 2 SRM6. It's a close range build, but it can put a hurting on some of those already damaged mechs. They'll call you the finisher. That's what they'll call you. They definitely will. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to a match and get this thing started. See you on the battlefield.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems online.
Yeah, Forest Colony. I never play this map, so let's do it. Cockpit of the Hunchback, if you have not seen it, which I'm sure all of you have. But if you are new and you're just tuning into this channel or you're wondering about MWO and wanting to play it, the Hunchback is a good mech. It's a good starter medium. It's a medium innersphere, and it's pretty easy to pilot. The builds are relatively simple. It's a good mech to choose. There's all different types of variants you could choose. The 4SP, as I said, I feel like it does get left out sometimes. I know that I've done that personally. I've always, I've always chose the 4P or the 4J. But they're reliable, tough medium mechs. They are. And I don't think I've ever said this. I mean, I've always talked about how cool the design of the Hunchback is and how classic it is and how it just screams a mech. It's just got it's got an amazing design, but I don't think I've ever said that the Hunchback is one of my favorite designs. And I have lists of favorite designs, but the Hunchback is on there. Definitely on there. And it does look better than the 2C. I'll say it again. The Hunchback 2C, of course, I think I like better using it. But as far as the look of the mech, Innersphere Hunchback all day long. The Uziel, we have an Uziel in front of me. He's on our team. I don't know how I feel about that mech. I don't know how I feel about it. He seems to be going rather slow for some reason. Let's see. Hopefully my crappy computer can handle this map. That's why I never play it. The frame rates will drop so low. It seems to be doing okay right now.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Oh! I barely did any damage to my right shoulder.
New target acquired. Target acquired.
But that Atlas is going up there by himself. I better back him up. I don't know what he's thinking, because I know the enemy's sitting right around that corner. What is this Atlas doing, dude? You know they're right there. You're gonna walk out, get half your armor stripped off, and that's a mistake that I make, and I'm about to check. He did get hit. I don't know how many there are. There's probably like 4 or 5. I bet you there are. Yep, there they are. But they didn't even hit me. Look at them all shooting too late. Oh, they're going after the Atlas. I see. He was next to me. Oh, here comes a Scorch. The Marauder Scorch. Marauder 2C Scorch. Ooh, he's getting hurt. So this is our ER large, 4 mediums, and an SRM6, which is a very simple build, but it's It's a build a lot of pilots use. A lot of the times you won't see the SRM-6, you'll see like an LRM-10, ER large, medium lasers, and LRMs. SRMs usually don't go with them, but I don't know. It was either that or MRMs, and I felt like, okay, if I'm going to use an SRM-6 or I'm going to use an MRM-10, which would I use? MRM-10s have a longer rate of fire, their duration is longer, and they only do 10 points of damage. SRMs have a very quick rate of fire, and it does 0.5 points of damage, which is even more than MRM-10s. The only upside I can see to firing an MRM-10 over an SRM-6 is that it's kind of like the ultra autocannon effect. When you're shooting ultra AC2s or AC5s, it pushes the enemy back. They really don't realize how much damage is being done to them because it's usually not a lot, but it does push them back because there's a constant stream of ammo flowing into them. So I can see the MRM coming in handy that way. This Death Strike is trying to kill me. He overheated, that son of a bitch. Oh! And I overheated right after saying that. I was trying to core in there. I don't know if I could. Might be able to get him here. Nope. Anyways, that's the only way I can see the MRM-10 being better, in my view, over the SRM-6, is that it seems dangerous to the enemy. They're like, what the hell am I getting hit with? An SRM is just a quick punch doing 12 points of damage. An MRM is only doing 10 points, but it's slamming into the enemy for a good second or two. Gotcha, sucker! I love that war horn.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
This is a good match. The teams are kind of we're neck to neck. We're having little battles here and there. I'm gonna jump in. Oh, we've got a Victor. Victor is almost down. He went right back around on that corner there. We're gonna go over here. There's also a Thunderbolt. I'm not sure if the Victor's still. Shit, is he still alive? Oh, sorry, Night Gear, my bad. There's a lot of shit going on right now. I'm gonna focus on that. I think that's a Nova Cat out there.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
We are neck to neck. This is crazy. This is crazy. Am I gonna survive? I don't know. Alright, come on. Where's he at? I know there's a freaking. There's that Thunderbolt. That's a mech that I need to showcase as the Thunderbolt. I did a variant a while back, the 5SS, but I need to get back to it. They're good energy mechs. We're letting this Thunderbolt have it here. Just lighten him up. Come on, come on, get the Thunderbolt. Get him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm almost dead. I know it. He's down, and I'm down. I probably should have paid attention to the light focusing his machine guns on my back. But you live, and you learn. That's basically it. We are on Night Gear Cam. And there is one left. AFK. It's 11-9, so it's a victory for us, even though I perished in the midst of battle. So there's an AFK. I'm not gonna. I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'm not gonna drag this out. But I'm gonna turn off my headset now. Anyways, Hunchback 4SP, great mech. It's a great mech. All Hunchbacks are great, but the 4SP, it's still there. It is still there. It's not as popular as some of the other variants, but it's just as good. There's a lot of different builds you can do with it, and it's well worth the time. But I had fun playing these two matches. Damn, where is this guy going? The enemy team told him he was in like E11, I think. He's like 2,000 meters away from where he's supposed to be. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Fuzzy Nova out.